When I hear preaching that I would call wise, or a preacher who is speaking wisdom, speaking God's wisdom, I think what I'm hearing is a connection between the life of that person and the text and the world in which we actually live. Now, by the life of the preacher, I don't mean that the preacher has to give personal anecdotes or tell stories about me. In fact, I often find that distracting. That can really shift the focus away from the connection that they're trying to make with the text and the congregation, or the text and God. But I think you can tell, and it's very hard to put one's finger on it, that a preacher is preaching from lived experience with God, with the text, with life. They can talk about struggle, they can talk about suffering, they can talk about joy, they can talk about God in ways that make you say, I've been there. And it is hard to quantify. I don't know that it can be taught, but there's a depth to the person that comes through. So if they talk about Psalms of Lament, you know that it's more than just, oh, this is one of the Psalms of Lament, which is a category of ancient Psalms in ancient Israel. You know they understand what it means for them and for others to lament. And so they can take it to a concrete situation, not sort of saying, and so my friends, when we have laments, when we have times of difficulty, let us lament. God likes lament. No, there's a sense that it's life lived on the ground. It's connecting with who we really are. And I think people are hungry for that, to hear that the Word of God, they don't know they're hungry for the Word of God. They don't even know they like the Bible. They know that some preacher gets up and reads it every Sunday, but I think many parishioners aren't quite sure why. Why doesn't he just tell good stories? But if they could see, my goodness, there's a God who loves us, who cares for us, who has something to say about our world, my situation, and that this preacher gets it and can help me get this text and help me to struggle to live concretely, not give the answers, not say, now when you go to work Monday at 8, do these 3 things, but that there's something that draws us into a lived reality that is greater than just that everyday life we see. There's more to it than that, and maybe that's it. Maybe the preacher gives us a vision, even a glimpse, a little glimpse of what it means to see the world differently from outside ourselves, to try to see it with the eyes of God, even impartially, through a mirror dimly, but somehow get a bigger vision of what our lives are.